Welcome to Cloud Dancer Speaks. As usual, it's just me, the dog, little buffalo, and
you needn't say it, so shut up.
see, there I was going to say my darling would be resting. And she said, yeah, 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 yeah. Now, is that any way to talk to a poor old man? No, I'm not allowed to tell you that about her problems.
Go on, do that.
I ain't got no problems, but you will if you keep it up.
Go on, tell them all about it, Dad. Sign your death warrant.
Now, I had a talk prepared for today, but the trouble is, it would have bred like hate feelings, and I don't want that. So we'll talk about something else. Did you know 300 years ago, this little green emerald isle had wolves? And the Irish coexisted with the wolves in perfect harmony. And they were on this island for 20,000 years, as far as we know. And they were treated with great austerity and great respect. I'm not going to say what happened to those wolves. In England, before then, they had a lot of wolves as well. So it was a wondrous thing. But that's all I'm going to say about it, because I'll only get upset. And I don't want to get upset today. I mean, with my captive audience in front of me. We were watching a program on television about the program on Wounded Knee. Not the original, but the last time Wounded Knee was taken over.
1973.
73, was it?
Yeah.
And the way those Indians were treated was a complete disgrace. There is not in America, there's Indian land. America seems to want to claim everything is American. The white barbarians, as I call them. But man is becoming more and more enlightened. I've noticed this in my travels through my life. He is becoming massively enlightened. Over here in the Catholic churches, people are leaving the Catholic churches in droves. They've had enough of this man-made religion. Enough's enough. Religion is a way of controlling with their secret societies, of controlling the masses. So they brainwash the people into believing a story and they'll follow it. We don't work that way. Every man is spiritual in his own way. And it's up to them to seek out and find the truth of life. It's no good relying on books, on preachers, so-called gurus, mystics that haven't a bloody clue. We're watching a very famous medium Well, I was watching it. Dark Raven one was resting her bones.
No, I wasn't.
And she made so many horrible boobs, so many horrible mistakes. I often wonder how she can call herself a medium. Well, most of the mediums are just good psychologists. That's all. If you listen to them discuss things, you'll realize they're making mistakes after mistake after mistake. The spirit world, there are many. There are many dimensions. When I had flu, I was not allowed to enter any of them. They slowly started letting me through. It was like a beginner again. Dark Raven one is trying to teach and advance an advanced way, if you like, to encourage people to use the age-old methods that work. Many have come to us and said, we can't astral travel, we can't do this. But we show them the way they can. It's accepting the truth that is out there. The man-made religions out there will try and destroy you. They are so hypocritical. They give a lot of false hope to things that don't exist. I don't give false hope, nor does Dark Raven one. We show you the way you can achieve enlightenment. That is our whole purpose. And she works her little butt off. That's why she has to rest in the daytime. At night she's working like a maniac. I'm sure she's got a bit of vampire in her. We have to keep her out of the sun.
Or she's
There are many things, like there was an interview with some top officials in England, and in this interview they have admitted that there is communication with the star people. And if you look at the progress, say, of Samsung electronics, that are way ahead of everything else that exists on this planet, ask yourself, does this come from man, or does this come from our star brothers?
These are evil aliens.
Well, we don't know what, well, yeah.
Because the good ones would not give any technology to man.
No, they said man is not ready for it. But they're still bloody well getting it.
Yeah, from evil, bad aliens. They aren't exactly our star brothers.
The secret societies of this earth are slowly collapsing. For they teach nothing. So we ask ourselves, if you go back a little bit in history, why was John F. Kennedy assassinated? Well, we know why he was assassinated.
Because he told the truth.
Yes, he did tell the truth. He exposed what was happening. He exposed what was happening with the Star Brothers, with the evil ones. He explained a lot in a long speech which we heard. So they had to shut him up. It was getting too near. The same way as they would like to shut up Ike. And they'd like to shut up, who's the other fella? I forgot his name now.
The other David.
Wilcox. But we will not be shut up. We will not be silenced. Our planet is expanding slowly. That's why you have a few problems. The transmission of energy that's hitting this planet now is astronomical. It's every day. Every hour. Some of you will suffer pain, some of you will suffer a lot of weird things will start happening. But you will change.
We're moving up to the 4th and 5th dimension
That's right.
and leaving the 3rd behind.
We are moving away from the 3rd dimension. We are moving into the 4th. And the whole earth is changing.
And the ones that have cannot follow.
Will perish. The Illuminati would love to cause a world war. They would thrive on it.
They are now trying to stop it.
That they are too. So a lot of changes occurring. Beware and be careful what people will tell you. Even what I tell you. I mean, as I've gone through life, there's only one key to the dimensional worlds, and that is meditation. This we've proven. That's the only key, and persistence. Dark Raven 1 is now, she's outlined a program for this year. And we're hoping with it within that program we can do something constructive. We live on borrowed time in this world. For we borrow these bodies for a limited amount of time. We may come back to this planet. Well, I know we will. I speak for myself. I speak for Dark Raven. For our work is not yet finished. A lot of you will not. A lot of you will go to a planet very similar to ours. But it's a lot bigger. Some of you will just stay in the dimensional worlds because they'll be happier. Oh, you don't think it's all honey and roses on the dimensional world. They too have their problems. It's a different set of problems, but they have problems too. So don't get thinking, oh yeah, well, it's all going to be perfect and everything's going to be roses. No. Those that, no, I won't mention that. There's one particular world or dimension, which Dark Raven when it teaches the students to go to. And they have their problems. So, just because you go to a spirit world, it's not devoid of problems. It still has problems. You create an etheric body on some of the on some of the dimensions. But that if you progress to the fifth,
14 minutes have passed, Dad.
okay. If you progress to the fifth, you become how can I put it? A disembodied energy,
A light being.
a light being. Thank you. Now, I've been told that 14 minutes have passed, and I have to leave you. So from myself, Dark Raven 1, and Little Buffalo, we thank you for letting us into your home and listening to us yabber on. Just be understanding. Understanding is the greatest tool you have. Use it to maximum performance.
And love is your greatest weapon.
And love is the greatest weapon against the dark side. Even those who tend to try and hurt you, understand why. And offer only love. Namaste. Om Shanti.